Thank you very much, Minister, for these inspiring words. You listed important facts back from the history, and these facts are very important. Publishing of the first Georgian book in Italy, hosting Georgian kids from the war-torn communities in Italy, and extending generous hospitality. I can even add more, having beautiful buildings in the very center of Tbilisi, built by Italian architects in the 19th century. Opera house built by Italian architect Scudieri. The most beautiful place in Tbilisi, Tbilisi funicular, designed by Polish architects, but again built by Italian construction companies. And more give us and create great foundation which we will definitely use to build the next phase of the important partnership between our two countries. Let me thank you, Minister Alfano, for this very warm hospitality. Let me thank Italian Trade Agency for extraordinary organization of this forum, and let me thank your ambassador to Georgia for being so very proactive in organizing this trip, and also others that have been involved in this very important event. And this is a pleasure to be here also because this is my first time to Rome, and I am very excited to see every step the evidence of history which created a civilization, including for Georgia, because we consider ourselves as part of European civilization. Thank you very much. When Prime Minister Paolo Gentiloni visited Georgia, we discussed excellent political partnership we enjoy, and of course expressed this gratitude for very important, I would say existentially important support to Georgia's sovereignty and territorial integrity, and support we enjoy at various international platforms which are so important to uphold Georgia's Western ambitions and agenda to get closer to European Union and NATO. And we also discussed how do we match this excellent political cooperation with tangible economic partnership. And I would like to say that there are a number of myriads of opportunities in Georgia that can become excellent opportunity to expand for Italian businesses. This is why we are here, and I believe that this day will become a starting point for the next phase of our bilateral partnership. In Georgia, we see Italy as a success story in many fields, especially with your successful small and medium-sized businesses that generate employment, wealth, and innovation by fusing tradition and cultural capital with a forward-looking vision. So it's no surprise to see the broad interest and participation in today's forum from key sectors of our economy, ranging from industrial manufacturing to real estate and hospitality and infrastructure. We are hoping to attract Italian investment and know-how in these sectors of Georgia. The case for Italian investment in Georgia is relatively easy to make, as our country aspires to be a regional leader in many of the sectors where Italy is a global leader. The case for Italian investors to come to Georgia is becoming stronger for a few reasons. First, investing in Georgia requires little legal hassle and normative adjustment. Georgia's deep and comprehensive free trade area agreement with the EU, established in 2014, is of particular importance for us, as it envisions the gradual economic integration of Georgia with the EU's internal market. Secondly, Georgia is a window to a number of markets. We are an opening window to the economies of Central Asia and the Far East. In this respect, we provide physical access through modern transport infrastructure and normative access in terms of free trade agreements. Specifically, we have already finalized negotiations, and Georgia will be the first country in the region to have free trade agreement with China. We also have FTA agreements with CIS countries, Turkey, and GSP regimes with the United States, Canada, and Japan, and plan to launch FTA negotiations with India later this year. Thanks to a liberal trade regime, low taxes, and our strategic location, Georgia has become a new regional frontier for investment opportunities. Thirdly, Georgia offers one of the best business environments in the world, which improves year to year. The government of Georgia is currently implementing a 4-pillar reform plan that will allow us to make a qualitative leap as an emerging economy that is aspiring to become more diversified and knowledge-intensive. The main priorities of this plan are growth-oriented regulatory framework, an education system geared towards human capital development, spatial planning, and effective governance. When it comes to a pro-business regulatory framework, Georgia has a world-class outlook and as a business destination. Georgia ranks 16 in the world out of 190 countries on the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business Index. On the 2017 Index of Economic Freedom, Georgia placed 13th in the world and 5th in Europe, according to Heritage Foundation. We also have one of the lowest tax burdens in the world, coming in as the 9th position in the total tax rate indicator of the World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Index. Since the beginning of 2017, the government of Georgia taxes corporate dividends rather than earnings, and thereby rewarding investments and consolidating internal investable resources. Ladies and gentlemen, Georgia is open for business. We offer a low-cost and light-on regulatory market. With the physical and normative market access, Georgia today makes the case for investment in heavy and light manufacturing, as well as services. With high-speed trains, new road systems, 2 functioning international ports, and the future port near Anaglia, the only deep-sea port on the eastern side of the Black Sea, which sits on the shortest route from China to Europe, we will not merely provide access to markets, but will create markets. For Italian investors in particular, there is a strong foundation to build on. In 2016, Italy was Georgia's number 10 trade partner, with $335 million in total trade. Georgian exports to Italy amounted to $72 million, and the trade volume went up by 23% in 2016. Imports from Italy came to $263 million. While these numbers are encouraging, there remains much room for growth. Enhancing trade relations between our countries is a top priority, and I think we can achieve this through partnerships at all levels. But we hope that Italian businesses will view Georgia as a launchpad for production and distribution to other markets in the region. One major recent development that will help facilitate people-to-people exchanges and business opportunities between our nations is the visa-free travel regime that the European Union just approved for Georgian citizens. This is expected to take effect at the end of this month. As a result, you can expect to see a lot more Georgian businesses visiting and cooperating with Italian business partners in the near future. Today is a great opportunity to jumpstart this important conversation. I look forward to our discussions and to further collaboration in the future. In closing, I would like to invite you all to to come visit Georgia and experience firsthand all that it has to offer. Rest assured, our government stands ready to support your efforts to identify business opportunities in Georgia, and I can personally assure you that I will guide the whole follow-up process right after this business forum in order to personally promote Italian businesses to Georgia. Thank you very much.